Astra Learning. We do apologize for that technical fault that we experienced earlier. We move on with the program. Dr. Ngalande, maybe I'll still get back to your first question, just you talking about Astra Learning and what the institution is all about.
Thank you. Once again, Astra Learning is an education technology company. We provide education services to institutions of learning. Our vision is to ensure that we provide scalable, accessible online education, and we provide ourselves as partners in the provision of e-campuses to provide online education, and we remove barriers in terms of technology, financial or operational issues. So we take care of those whilst institutions focus on delivering their branded education programs.
Why technology?
Well,
why online?
Why online? I think it's always good, as you know, to start from the big problem we all had globally. During the COVID-19, everybody just was locked out of everything, but life had to continue, and technology naturally took over that. But in this age, I was going to talk about this at the end, but we might as well start from this beginning. Let's look at Africa and look at what is happening in Africa and relate that with education. We have a wave that is coming through in terms of population in Africa. Every year, about 80,000 young people celebrate 18 years of age. They celebrate their birthdays. With that population, when it comes to education, looking at sub-Saharan Africa, we only have, in terms of gross enrollment rate, about 9% compared to the global 38% gross enrollment rate. There are only about 9 million seats available for children in school against about the demand of 50 million. And if we are to build infrastructure to support that growth, we would be needing somewhere around $500 billion plus to get into infrastructure. It's estimated that just one seat per child costs about $10,000 just for one seat. And so if we are to take care of this population, we would be needing 100 plus campuses every year built. That's fiscally impossible. However, that provides us a good opportunity with education, and as you know, with AI, rather with technology and AI coming through, everything is made possible for literally anything to get online using technology, from sciences all the way through to social sciences. So technology is helping institutions to overcome the especially fiscal issues that they have. And as you know, even though governments have the mandate to provide education to the citizens, there are so many competing needs. And there is no one government all over the world that has enough money to educate everybody. And so the private sector is coming in, but the limited resources available can be used in a much more meaningful way and prudently by leveraging technology to ensure that we can reach people where they are and therefore provide more opportunities for people to get into the education space. And additionally, as you know, even though you are done with your education, especially undergraduate education, you still have to upgrade yourself. And people get busy with work, and becomes difficult whilst you're working to get leave of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and go and do your postgraduate education. Technology provides that opportunity for you to do everything else you're doing, but whilst using technology, you can learn. Learn as you work, learn as you cook, learn as you walk, learn as you do anything else.
Right. Maybe just emphasizing the importance of technology in an era like ours, where everyone is now on their phones. We've moved from just watching TV or using textbooks. Everything that we do now is, online. We're all on our phones and our computers. What is the importance of integrating technology even in our education curriculums?
So it's very important that the education system doesn't disrupt the normal lives of people. Once that happens, everybody gets discomforted. and becomes problematic to implement whatever it is we're trying to do. So you're very right, especially the young population, and as we have mentioned, that Africa especially is pretty much a young population. Right. More young people are coming in, and these are people who are literally born onto technology, and you can literally do anything on the phone. So instead of disrupting that lifestyle, why don't we take education where people are, online? As much time as people can spend on social media is the time that they need to do their schoolwork. So our Astra Learning provides solutions from hardware, systems, and including the e-campus partnership we're talking about, in a manner that they can all be accessed on the phone. So the systems are so light, mobile friendly, don't require so much bandwidth, and so people can, using whatever gadgets they have, as long as they're able to get online, access education, quality education, wherever they are on the go.
And how does Astra make learning easy, especially now that we're using technology? How does your platform make learning easy?
Of course, and that's very important, because you don't want people to struggle to access whatever it is they need to. First of all, we are saying that with the challenges that we have, we're encouraging and partnering with institutions of learning to go online. And if you go online, you want to remove the need for anybody to want to go and see anybody in any office. And for that to happen, it means that the systems must be easily accessible. People can easily access, they can easily navigate through, and so we can also easily monitor and see that people can get onto the systems, they can enroll, make their payments, and do their assignments, do everything else that they need almost seamlessly. So our systems provide that easiness, that ease rather to enroll, get onto the systems, and also to make sure that they run their education. But of course,
are you monitoring people when they're doing their assignments?
Of course, of course. We monitor people, of course, through systems. As a technology company, we have to have systems that monitor, ensure that learning is taking place, even though a person is away from a building, a physical building, and they're also away from a physical instructor. Our systems provide the dashboards that monitor learning to ensure that people can, go through all the requirements, for instance, of a lesson, whether they need to watch a video, whether they need to read materials. All of that is monitored, and you can see on the dashboard, you can get statistics of who is logging in, at what time are they logging in, when they log in, what are they doing, is learning taking place, of course, through assessments. And we have to provide support teams as well. Behind the technology, there has to be people as well. And the technology makes it easy for people to make sure these things are monitored. So we have very robust support systems, both in terms of technology and human resources.
All right. As a student of journalism, I think something that we learned a lot in school was the issue of plagiarism. As Astra, you're running an institution that is, online. You're offering online services for people for students actually. The aspect of plagiarism obviously will come in if I am using an online platform or if I'm researching online. How do you ensure that plagiarism is not one of the issues that affect the students' works?
That's a very good question. Of course, over the years, our systems have been embedded with anti-plagiarism technology that monitors and ensures that whatever students are submitting isn't work that they're copied from anywhere else. But as you know, that also is becoming harder and harder with AI. I remember when I was teaching at the University of Zambia, we had, when ChatGPT just came on board, and there was a discussion in the department. So what happens with ChatGPT? Is it a bad thing? Our students are going to use AI to write the assignments. I said, well, I think it's a very good thing, and everybody, of course, frowned. So technology enhances, and I don't think it's a bad thing for the learners to use technology to improve their capacity to do research, get the data, and of course, write better assignments. But what we should now focus on is for us to monitor how best technology assists people to learn better and to do their research in a better way and provide quality information, not just copied from somewhere, but using technology to assist them to do something better. So our platforms are empowered by AI, AI, anti-plagiarism systems that can detect somebody simply use AI to do the same. But that shouldn't mean that we should discourage people from using AI. I mean, if it takes 12 years to write an essay, why should I now spend the same 12 years when I can just click a button and get a good essay? So our focus should be somewhere else.
Let us talk about curriculum alignment and standards. How Astra's platform aligns with national and international curriculum standards.
So, of course, our focus is to offer international education at a local price. Over the years, we've built, experience in terms of managing e-learning and provide world standard academic programs. And we have also built capacity in terms of international professionals that work with us to provide these resources. And so these are coming from all over the globe, the US, Europe, Africa as well, where we are now. And this team helps any institution that we partner with to develop e-learning curricula. Of course, what's important is not only, just looking at the curriculum, not only making sure that the curriculum meets the world standards and is able to meet the changing, world, but also to make sure that this curriculum can be offered online. So we do provide that expertise, working with institutions through their local approval processes and ensure that these programs meet those standards. And we work with them to develop these curriculum.
And can Astra's platform also be customized to meet specific needs of individual schools?
That's very important. We are simply a partner, and a partner that is enabling these institutions offer online education, affordable, scalable. And so the first is the institution for itself. So for instance, working with the Copperbelt University, when you go to the Copperbelt University e-campus, you don't see us, you see the Copperbelt University. We're in the background, offering the services, solutions, systems to enable the virtual campus that we call an e-campus. And so everything else from systems, programs, is all customizable to ensure that they meet the brand, the local brand of the institution. And we also ensure that all these programs go through the local approval processes and meet the academic standards set out. If it's for institutions of higher learning, normally it will be Senate that approves these. So 100% customizable. Yes.
What would you say an institution like Astra, what would you say it's important, especially in a developing country like that?
So as you've noticed, my emphasis is on making sure that this is world standard education, but at a local price, first of all. So we remove the financial burden. And Astra Learning, especially when we partner in offering 100% online programs, takes care of the financial burden. So we do upfront, investment in terms of the capital expenditure. So that is taken away from them. But for the local institution, of course, we want them to focus on what they know best, is to develop academic programs and build their brand. But resources are not there for these institutions to invest heavily in marketing, for instance, in systems. Our systems are cloud-based, so they can be accessed by as many people as possible. And because many people can access these systems at once, it reduces the cost. Rather than you as an individual institution bear the cost of all the technology that is required, the infrastructure to go e-learning, you can get into the pool of resources that everybody else is using, and therefore the cost goes down. So we ensure that the financial burden is removed from the institutions, and our systems, solutions, turnkey systems, is almost on the go. Within 90 days, sometimes we're able to get courses 100% online. So all the technologies have already been put there. They are readily available. We just need, once we agree with it, we partner with institutions, of course, we go through the customization process to ensure that they carry the brand of the local institution. And then we provide the expertise in terms of technology operations and make it easy for institutions to go online. And of course, everybody now is realized that if they need to expand, and they have to expand because, as we said at the beginning, the pressure on the education system is so high in terms of population, they can't do it with their physical buildings. They have to go online, and they need a partner like us.
All right.
Great.
Interesting. They definitely need a partner like you. How many institutions of learning are you working with currently?
We're in about 16 countries, spread around the globe, Europe, Latin America. Of course, as I said, we started in America, in Africa, in southern region, here in Malawi, in the Congo. I'm saying here in Malawi because we are in Malawi, and there's a program that we are running just now in Malawi. So my mind is in Malawi. But just
you came to Malawi.
I am Zambian. I'm Zambian, but by my surname I could as well be Malawian. There's the Galande is in Malawi as well. So we're running something in Malawi. But
from Malawi.
I have roots there, I think. Yes, but as you know, Malawi and Zambia.
Malawi and Zambia is just like
very artificial boundary.
One Zambia, one nation.
Exactly. Yes. So in Malawi, here in Zambia, Copperbelt University, other public institutions in Zambia.
Wow.
But I'm going to Malawi again in Zambia. That we work with. Others use our technologies, so they subscribe to our technologies, and others we, in partnership, offering online programs. Yes.
You're a lecturer at the University of Zambia. Have you?
I used to be.
That's what I'm saying. You were a lecturer at the University of Zambia. Have you thought of extending Astra Learning to other, learning institutions in Zambia? We've got a lot of universities that would obviously want to use your services.
We are making a strong appeal to especially institutions of higher learning in Zambia to rebrand themselves in terms of how they offer their programs using technology. Once again, we can't overemphasize that there will never be enough money to make buildings. And Astra Learning, since 2016, has actually been knocking on the doors of institutions of higher learning to expand their programs and their reach online. We actually started with the University of Zambia. And we worked with them for a long time. We still have students that we are operating with from at the University of Zambia that had started some time back. But we are making a push, as I said, due to this population increase. We have come up with what we call the eCampus solution. eCampus solution brings several resources, both human and financial resources together, and from admissions, from developing programs to marketing and getting the institution ready to get these programs in a very short period of time. All of these resources are readily available to help institutions get online. So we would like to partner with any institution of higher learning that would like to take their programs online, create the e-campuses or virtual campuses as you want to name them, the technology that makes sure that an institution doesn't require anything to, of course, roll out these programs. We provide all the resources, but you create a campus, an e-campus that turns everything virtual, from the classroom through the learning management systems to the administrative functions through what we call a campus management system. And all these can be made available.
All right. Let us talk about partner support and resources. What kind of support and resources does Astra offer to partners using its platform?
So once we sign up and say we've agreed, let's work together and create an e-campus, we will invest right from the front in terms of the technological infrastructure need, both hardware and software. In terms of hardware, we manufacture our own tablets. I'm actually using one here. It's got an Astra tab. It's the latest that can effectively compete with any brand on the market. But also We have partnerships with manufacturers like Dell, HP to provide these resources affordably. And our tablets rather, are already embedded with systems and materials for the e-learning. But the software is readily available. And so we make this available to the institutions so that they can, within 6 months.
Let's start with Millennium.
Millennium TV.
Yeah, you can provide both hardware and software.
Of course, why not? Why not? I mean, we're a technology company. We will do anything. Our focus is on education. So we can do anything and get you online. So once again, within 6 months, an institution can move from zero to have a first student online. And we will provide everything from finance to technology.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
How does also Astra help teachers integrate its platform into the existing instructional practices? So,
as you know, we are providing a service. We are a partner, but it's institutions to run this by themselves. So if it's a CBU e-campus, CBU is running it. And when we start, what is important is to build the capacity for these institutions. Capacity is not always readily available, so we have to have robust training programs. Not just teachers, but also administrative staff to help the teachers run the systems. But we'll train the lecturers, as we call them, generally teachers, to how to use the systems, but more importantly is how to teach online. Once again, going to through the COVID time, naturally everybody had to go online, but people went on WhatsApp, on Zoom. That's not necessarily online teaching, but that's the best people could do. So we train people, how do you teach online? It's not the same as teaching in a classroom. You don't transfer what is happening in physical classroom into an e-classroom. The curriculum is a little different. The delivery method is different. Right. Preparation of materials, modules is also different. So you have to train people how to prepare an e-class and how to manage it, how to manage students you can't see. How do you help students interact online and ensure that you are speaking and communicating with everybody using the system.
Right. Just quickly, Dr. Ngalande, what future developments or innovations is Astra planning for its platform?
So don't worry about titles. We were not born with them.
But they still have to be respected.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So Astra Learning is I don't know what better term I can use, but we have made ourselves available, readily available, to partner with institutions to go online almost immediately. So our technologies, first of all, from hardware, the hardware, such as the tablets we have, already has the materials and the programs that, systems that can run programs almost immediately. But we have made the software in such a way that it is almost readily available for institutions to use these and get online in almost no time. And now with AI, all our systems are AI-powered, just to ensure that the analytics, the understanding of the learning patterns of people, and the delivery of these e-courses is done in a manner that is almost seamlessly. So we prepared the technology. We have prepared human resource, and we have the capacity, an international pool of professionals that can help these institutions get online almost seamlessly. And as I've said again, we remove the financial burden. So we're removing the financial burden, we're removing the technical burden, we're also removing the operational burden from the start. You don't need to know how to offer a program online. We partner with you, get you started, build the capacity. If you say now you're able to do it by yourselves, well, you can go ahead and have it done. But we are ensuring that we are bringing international resources, world standard resources, onto the local markets at a local price.
Right. As we come to the end of our discussion, Doc, how would maybe those institutions that would love to partner with you, how can they contact you?
So we just look for Thank you. So I'm not too sure if our contacts will be on the screen, but just look for Astra Learning, and you get to our website, astralearning.com is our website. You are on Facebook, almost all social media platforms. You can get us there. Our offices in Zambia in the showgrounds. So if you want a physical office, a physical place, you can get into the showgrounds. But we are virtual institutions, more or less. You don't necessarily need to visit anybody, and everything for us is online. We don't even have a printer in the room. Everything is paperless. So you can get us almost anywhere. And give us a call. We'll schedule a meeting with you, walk you through what we do. We understand your needs. And through this interaction, we can understand whether you would like to subscribe to our services, our systems, or we would like to partner with you, offer programs online. There are several ways we can partner to offer programs online through agreed revenue sharing models, whether you just want us to help you with admissions and marketing, or you also want us to help you with course development and delivery. Yes.
Doc, it's been a pleasure having you on the Business Day this morning. I know there's a lot that we needed to unpack, but unfortunately time is not on our side.
Well, I wish we had more time. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much once again, Doc. You're still watching the Business Day on Millennium TV, on Channel 95 on Topstar, and on our Facebook page. It is Millennium TV in Zambia. Dr. Sande Ngalande, Director of Regional Operation and Academic Programs at Astra Learning, was joining me this morning on set. We still have another guest. We were discussing the importance of technology with Dr. Ngalande. As we take this break, we'll be back to discuss the importance of entrepreneurship. Please stay tuned.